Yeah, like getting out of the woods. Birds. These fools. Oh, I didn't want to jump. Oh well.
Step lightly round to the right of the great cathedral and seek an ancient, shrouded church. The gift of the Godhead will grant you strength. Yes.
What is up with him? He looks like...
certain.
I don't know what he looks like. It's like almost furry, but it could just be... I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. I want to get a look at this guy. Come on. I don't know what's up with the back of his head. Why is it all like deformed? Can't tell if it's supposed to be burnt or what the hell that's supposed to. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Now that would be cool if there was a way up there. Because you know if you can get up there, there's an item up there. But obviously, but I've never tried. Maybe no one really has. I don't know. That's the shit that bugs me. Is like they give you stuff to look at, but it's like I want to go up there. I don't just want to look at it, you know. Maybe there's a secret ladder or some shit. How sweet would that be, you know? I guess I'm just so desperate for more of this game. I look for it anyway. Oh, hell no. Tell me that I just died.
Not even this.
Well, I thought the old lady... Oh, maybe you have to reload the area, and then it becomes the old lady. Item rate's so high. Oh, Beast Roar is probably what they're talking about. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just like exploring, kind of. Going different way. Yeah. Huh. I thought I would do it for sure. Come on. Yeah, so obviously it's not been patched. You can still glitch the canyon. Why can't you do it? Am I going too early or what the... that note? I think it's Jack and shit. No, because it's like how you move after you push it that does it. Why is this not working? Like, now I've tried so many times that I'm not gonna stop until I do it. No? Wow, I thought that was... Okay, this time. Okay, this is pissing me off. Just glitch out, you stupid son of a... It used to be so easy. You just like kind of turn around. That's it. That's all you have to do. Fuck it. You know what? Wasted enough time on that shit. Oh, that's so hard to walk away though, knowing that I just wasted all that time for nothing.
What would you...
Huh. That is the starting bridge. I think I knew that, but like, it's been a long time since I remembered and it registered in my brain. I wonder when he actually, like, his body, like, actually moves the location. I wonder if it's just after you... Well, see, that's the thing, is I don't reload. I would run straight through the tunnel and see if stuff was clinic and he's already there, so... Maybe it's just like... Oh, you know what? It's probably when you, enter from the back side, or, you know, go through the back entrance, and you get that insight, just like when you go into the, old abandoned workshop. I'll bet that's the because the game is confirming where you are. So it's okay, like, now it's time to move, homeboy. Because I bet if you come back without going, like if I run through here and come back without going through the tunnel, I bet he's still there. But no, that's back here, that's my guess. Shards. 7 plus 5. 5, so I need at least 6. That leaves me 13. And that's only at +4, which means I need 13 for that. Which would be perfect, actually, if my math is right, but I don't know if I want to rely on that alone, so we're gonna go pick up a couple more. You have got to be kidding me. Two bites did that much damage? Even for this game, that's a little ridiculous. Alright, so a transform attack will straight knock you guys down. That's what it is. I'm probably gonna end up killing all these guys more than once. Might as well just clear up both sides, that way I can get the extra souls and the twin shards. And whatever they drop, if they want to drop anything, doesn't look like it, but... Oh, nothing. But life goes on. That actually worked out a lot better. No, I don't. The snake's harassing me while I deal with this guy. Which the reason not that much of a problem anyway. But I've never gone around him like that and figured out. That was actually pretty smooth. Like, I don't know if it's smoother than how I normally would do it, but it definitely worked, that's for sure. I mean, it didn't like screw me over. But I'm not certain I didn't, or I killed all the snakes and picked up every single pin shard that's in my vicinity. That's the only problem. I'm pretty sure there's still some items and a couple of survivors out there. Yep, like this guy. But the good news is I'll be coming back through here. So wait, hold on. 27, that should be enough. All I'm trying to do right now is upgrade my axe and my cleaver, and then the holy blade as much as possible when I buy that. I forgot about the holy blade. That's gonna need at least 8. 27 minus 8. Minus 13. That leaves 6, which means I can get my cleaver to +1. I need 2 more at least. Or my cleaver and my holy blade. Yeah, I need at least 2 more twin shards. And I know right where I can get some. At least 1, hopefully 2. right up here. How can you always win? It's not fucking fair, man. Nice, so there's two, alright. And we'll come grab this one just for extra security. If I can pull this off without getting those guys' attention. So sneak around, take care of these snakes, and then go get the twin shard. That's up that path over there. Okay, 32 should do it. We'll talk to you separately. And join the league, of course.
Yes, come in. No, I think all man.
Yo, what up, bro? You like Bloodborne, huh? Attaboy. Okay, so my record is 2 deaths for the whole game. And the only death I don't count is to get to Hippogene. Yesterday, I died to one of the dudes that takes you to Hippogene, but I wasn't really planning on it, so if I die again, then I'm restarting. But so far, everything's been going good. So basically, I did die, but it's the death I don't count, even though it was in a different spot. I wasn't planning on it. If I don't fuck up again, then I'm still gonna count it, because that'd still only be... Well, see, that's the thing, is that if I don't die anymore, then that's the death I'd count. I wouldn't count anyway, so... I mean, I doubt this will be the run that I don't die on, but who knows? Is that? I never noticed that. Is that? Oh, it looked like a shiny item up there. Light's playing tricks on me and shit. Oh yeah. Well, see, that's the thing, is I don't count the depth from the sat guy, but I always die to the same one when I'm ready. And this time, the game like glitched. That's another reason I'm not counting it officially, is because the game like glitched out on me. It was in that little alley when you take the elevator and go down below Cathedral Ward and pop up the other side and open up the gate. Is where that guy was, and the mob that walks there like were glitched out. I waited for a good like 5 minutes. They didn't move, so I went to go backstab him, and as soon as I hit him, I got attacked by the whole mob. Like they were just sitting there waiting. Like they weren't patrolling like they normally do. Like the game like fucked me over. So that's my story, and that's why I'm still going on this one. So yeah, I know the death from the dudes with the big sacks don't count, but that one technically should have counted because he killed me. But like I said, the game also glitched out, and it wasn't just him that killed me. It was bullshit. Anyway, long story short, as of right now, I have I'm half a death, kind of, is the way I look at it. Because I was gonna let one of those dudes kill me anyway, and I haven't died since, and the game glitched out when I did die, so. And now I don't have to die to get to the lamplit. So if that's my only death, then that'd be awesome. That'd be even better, so. It's pretty damn hard, dude, especially when you make decent progress and you're fucking 6-7 hours into a run and you just are tired, you just need a break, but you're doing so well, you don't want to quit, and then one stupid mistake and one death and you gotta start all over. Think about being in the Nightmare Immensis, the end of the game. You've done everything optional and mandatory, and fucking some douchebag shoots you twice or something and you die. Good lord. It's so annoying. Oh, I forgot. I need to buy this before I do anything.
Welcome. Very well.
Well, that's cool. I was just explaining why I wasn't. Well, I don't know. I almost feel like I'm cheating, because I did die, but the circumstances were just different. It wasn't I just, fucked up and died. The game glitched out on me, so. Okay, so 8 for that, 13 for that. And then I can upgrade that twice. Okay, that worked out. See, that's why I play offline for the most part. Right now I'm playing online, but I normally don't when I do my no deaths, and that's exactly why. It's because I don't want to have my run screwed up by some douchebag invader. And I like PvP, I really do. I just, obviously, for obvious reasons, on a no death run, I'm not going to want to do a bunch of PvP. So I'm actually glad you brought that up. I forgot I am online right now. But I'm not in a PvP heavy area. I'm not too worried about it, but I need to remember that for later when I do get to Nightmare Frontier and stuff. Alright. See, that's the thing though, is like, well, at least for me personally, like when I start a new profile and I'm like excited, like I love this game, dude. So every time I start a new profile, I'm like all excited. But then I get going, yeah, like an hour or two into it, and like I don't want to farm or like, you know what I mean? Like, even though I know it'd be beneficial to me, like, and that's why like I'll just run straight from I'll run straight from like the lamp and run straight through Cathedral Ward, do Vicar Amelia, run straight to the woods, like all without going back and leveling up. Like, or after I beat Cleric Beast, I'll go back and level up and then go to fight Gascoigne and then clear out all Cathedral and do Old Yarnum. Like, I just kind of rush through it, which is fine for the most part, but it ends up screwing me over. So level, like being over level for me would not happen just because I don't have the patience. Because I've tried this run so many times and I've gotten close so many times that I know I can fucking do it. Well, I know I can get close. But I mean, it's not a bad idea. And I don't, and that's the thing, is I want to do it straight up. Like, I don't want to be crazy over level, but I do know that going back and leveling up more than I do, I probably would have completed my no death run by now. So yeah, I probably should start at least going back and leveling up more often. Which in turn is like semi-farming, because every enemy comes back. So every time I leave out the area, I get to kill those enemies again anyway. So I'm really just kind of talking to I'm talking to you, but I'm kind of thinking out loud about the best way to do this shit. And that's not a bad one, actually. Just going back to the Hunter's Dream more often. Beginning of game 4. Oh, yeah. And that's honestly really the only time I do it, too. But that's why I run through Old Yarnum. It's because they put just enough in there that, even without any random drops, you can get just enough to get 2 weapons to +3 by the time you get to Old Yarnum. So that's all I do. But if I didn't, yeah, I would be farming for that. See, and I usually have a +2, well, I always have a +2 weapon until I get to Old Yarnum, basically. But see that, and that's just because I've done the Gascoigne and Cleric Beast fight so much that I've just got him. I mean, Cleric Beast is just a giant pussy. Everyone knows that now. He's scary looking, but he's a giant wuss. And Father Gascoigne, it's just about, timing and shit. Yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah, I know. I know what you meant. I was kind of talking about the same thing, but I kind of got off on another tangent.
Well, very.
Like I said, I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. Alright, well, it's time for Hippogene, so. on, let me kill the sneaky little bitch right here. Alright, yeah, Gascoigne definitely is about visceral attacks. And staying close to him. And where do I go once I get to Cathedral Ward? You mean as soon as I get there? Like, as soon as I get there, obviously I go to the left and clear out that alleyway to get my blood shards. And then I go down the staircase to Old Yarnum and do Old Yarnum. Then I come back, ride the elevator up, do the whole drop down deal. And then I open up the gate, and then I run straight to Hemwick and do Hemwick. So Cathedral Ward really doesn't get... I really don't do Cathedral Ward and Vicar Amelia until I do Old Yarnum and... oh, shit. Until I do Old Yarnum and Hemwick. Shit. Can't believe that little bitch got me. Oh yeah, I do Old Yarnum. Yeah, I do. But the first boss, the first boss I do when I get the Cathedral Ward, not counting Bloodstarved Beast, is the witch. Like I said, I do Hemwick first. I do Hemwick, beat the witches, then I come back to Cathedral Ward and talk to Eileen and kill Henrik. And then I clear out Cathedral Ward completely, and then go and fight Vicar. No one wants to drop twin shards, huh? Okay. Everyone's gonna be a dick today. That's how. Alright, you're gonna drop a twin shard for me, aren't you, buddy? Yeah, I usually have my cleaver at least to +5 in Cathedral Ward, and my axe. Ideally, on a good run, I'll have my cleaver to +6 and my axe to at least 4 or 5. But on an average run, my cleaver's usually like a +5 and my axe is 4 on when I'm in Cathedral Ward. But again, that's because I do Hemwick first, so I get those extra twin shards. And I come here and I clear out the woods like I just did. I clear out the beginning of the woods, pick up those twins, and then I come here to pick up these twins. That music, man, that music just... Whoa, I never looked up there before, really. Not much to see, I guess. I don't think that's an area that... Wait, is that an area that we run on when we come back? I can't tell. Yeah, I know where they are. that part of Cathedral Ward I actually don't clear out until, actually basically until I'm at Yargle. I get the lamplet in Yargle, and then I reload Cathedral Ward, and then run around the side and clear out those 2 hunters, and get the shards and stuff over there. Well, you'll actually see. I'm actually going to be there pretty soon, doing that. Eight twin bloodstone shards. I know you can get at least, well, let's see, that little guy. Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, because both those little guys drop twin shards. And then there's one on the roof. Yeah, but see, that's the thing is, like I said, I just, for the sake of not backtracking as much, I like to wait until I'm already there. Because like I said, as far as twin shards, I'm not like hurting, you know what I mean? Obviously, like my weapons are where, I mean, they couldn't. I mean, I'm at the point where I need chunks already anyway, so I get what you're saying though. But I like my little routine that I got, and you'll see it. You'll see what I mean when I get over there. I'll show you the order I do it in. I think it'll make more sense when you see how it. What I mean. I'm terrible at explaining stuff. Because the way I do it is just I only have to run through once, and it's by the time I do it, there's no NPCs left, which does, and there's that big guy's gone, so all that's left is to pick up the goodies. Come on, there we go. Okay, so one more down here, or 2 more? Just one more. Right? Damn it, not one fucking twin shard from those guys. So area right away, at Cathedral Ward, and then I go to Hamlet. Oh, so you clear out the right side, basically, and then clear out the left side. This is what it sounds like. Did I already come down here and kill this little bastard? I did, right? Yeah, okay. And I guess that's a decent point, because by the time I get over to the 2 hunters on the right side where you're talking about, by the time I get over there, I'm already at the point where, like, I almost don't. I mean, I can always use twin shards, you can always use them, but I'm almost at the point where, like, those are the last ones I'll need for a while, you know? Unless I want to start playing around with another weapon or something, which is pretty rare. So I guess I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, if there was one other weapon instead of, if there was 3 instead of 2 that I wanted to play around with a lot, then yeah, I'd probably do the same thing. But I find enough scattered around to where I can put that off without having to run through it twice. one more and I can upgrade that. Oh, I don't have any other good. They're all in the woods. All the good runes are in the woods. I forgot. Alright, let's go kill Dark Beast. Yeah, exactly, the rune. That's why I do Hemwick as soon as possible. No, that's what I said. Like, you clear out the right and then, or that's what I meant at least, is that you clear out the right and then you go to Hemwick. Which isn't a bad strategy. That's how I used to do shit, honestly. That's what I used to do when well, that's what I do basically when I'm not doing no death runs. And like I said, the only reason is just to save that extra little bit of time. Because I put so much time into these runs, you know what I mean? I just figured, it's like how I do Central Yarn, you know what I mean? Like, I do it in a big loop on purpose, that way I don't have to backtrack through the same place 5 times, you know? And it's not because I don't enjoy it, or I appreciate that. Oh my, I was in the middle of a fucking stream. Oh my god, this shit is getting so old. That's right, get up, you dumbass. Motherfuckers. Hoping these guys would drop it. Blood vial, but it didn't happen. +5 my weapon and kill. Well, let's see. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at is my route. I end up the same level as you do at the same time. It's just I do that one section a little bit later. I mean, hold on. Let me kill this guy. But yeah, I mean, I end up at Hemwick probably the same time as you do as far as level-wise. And the same, I mean, my weapons are, the same spot. I mean, I'm pretty sure the game's balanced that way. Like, even if I were to run to the right side and grab those twin shards way before I normally do, I'd still be in the same spot because I only have 2 weapons that I upgrade at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really wouldn't make that much of a difference, except that I'd have a few extra in my inventory that wouldn't get used until I use them now, you know? I always run in here. I'm gonna see if I can't sneak up on him. Guy that screams. Oh, he's over there. Of course he is. Into the fire you go. See, I do Old Yarnum in between. Well, wait, how is that possible? How are you the same level? Yeah, how is that possible? How are you the same level when you kill Gascoigne as you are... Wait, did I read that right? Yeah, how are you at the same level at Hemwick as you killed Gascoigne? You can't get to the Gascoigne, or you can't get to Hemwick until, you go through the... Well, actually, I guess you can open the Hunter Chief Emblem deal, right? I guess that can get you there. Is that what you do? You do the Hunter Chief Emblem? Because if not, that means you have to... The only other way is to go through Old Yarno. So, you'd have to be a different level in that case. Oh, I forgot. Drop down, dude. Yes, to the Hunter Chief Emblem, I'm assuming. See, the 10,000, and I don't know, I mean, obviously later in the game 10,000 ain't shit, but to me, it's worth it to, especially on a no death run. Those souls could make me stronger, you know, be the difference between like a one hit death or not. So I'd rather put them in a. Don't get me wrong, I have done the Hunter Chief Emblem way more than, you know, obviously, but for no death runs, if you want a little bit of just some random advice, yeah, don't do save those 10,000 for your levels or your weapons, and just run through Old Yarno, because you get bloodstone shards and you get plenty of souls. I mean, it's just good for you all around. And Old Yarnum's a piece of cake. I mean, you can run through there one-stop shop.
Very well. Farewell.
Okay, now back to the woods, I believe. Let me double check. Oh, what am I doing? I totally forgot. What's her name? Well, see, I basically do the same thing, just without the key. I just run through the underground deal, open up the gate for free, and run straight to Hemwick. And by that time, I can level up a few. I mean, not 10 times, I guess, but a few. How did I totally just forgot that there was like an underground level to this. I don't even think I came down here at all. I didn't. Oh, it's because I went straight to the lamp when I got you. That's why. I wonder if this counts as one show recognize. Let's find out. Nope. What about this one? No, because Henrik's a hunter. That makes sense. Gasper?
You've got to say. Sure. Thanks, I'm there. So, do you know? Oh, I can't.
I forgot what happens to her if you withhold the information. I'm pretty sure she ends up at Cathedral Ward anyway. Yeah, I don't know how I forgot about her. I just am on autopilot, totally spaced her out. Yeah, no kidding, right? I'm glad you brought that up actually. I've never really bitched about that before, but that is pretty annoying, is the chat lag.
Well,
That's a good name for him
very
too.
well.
So 14,000 to level up. Where am I at? The woods. Yeah. Are you sure? I thought. Oh, let me see. Hold on, I gotta check this out real quick. Because that's gonna bug me until I remember. If you choose to withhold information, after you warp away from the area, she will leave the prison. She can later be found on a staircase up the street of Yargol near a pack of dogs. That's right. I think I've only done that to her one time. That does sound familiar though. With the Uden Ruth, Ryan can be found on her corpse. So yeah, if you withhold information, she does leave, but she doesn't go to Cathedral Ward. She dies in where? Yeah, in Yargol, somewhere. Oh, you want some too? Huh? You never seen what happened? Sorry, I'm confused. Oh, you're talking about Adela, yeah. I just got that shit off the wiki, but I know it's right, because I've done all the endings for the NPCs at some point, and that does sound familiar. But yeah, that's just from the website. Damn it, he found me. Sorry, let me make sure this guy isn't creeping up on me before I, yeah, let me kill him real fast and then I'll check out the comment. Should be another snake, I thought. Another snake? Huh, alright. Chat lags, my responses to what I said a minute ago. The first part is the best. Oh. My favorite build? Dude, to be honest, I've played the same ever since I got this game. Like, I put all my stats into Vitality and Endurance, but okay, let's say I have 5 levels to spend. I'm gonna put 2. Well, okay, let's say I had 7, right? Okay, I'd put 2 in Vitality, 2 in Endurance, and 3 in Strength. That's basically how I set up my whole deal. I put it in Health and Endurance and bonus into Strength and Skill. My favorite weapons, though, that's an easy one. The Cleaver, because I know it so goddamn well. It's got the hidden bonus damage. It's the fastest and without losing any damage. And then my secondary is the axe. Like, the axe and the cleaver to me is the deadliest combo, like, for NPC only, but I can make it through the entire game basically with just these 2 weapons. And then the third, I guess, would be Ludwig's Holy Blade, because I need that. I use that specifically for a couple areas and a couple enemies in particular that I probably wouldn't get by without it. So, but there's a ton of the weapons that are badass, like with DLC weapons, that I haven't even really played around with a lot. So the cleaver, I'm sure will always stay my favorite weapon just because I know it so well, but I don't know. I mean, like the Beast Hunter safe and the Beast Cutter, like there's a lot of cool weapons in the DLC. It's just when I play with them, I just haven't put in as much time as with them as I have with the cleaver and the axe. Oh yeah, hidden about. Yeah, you didn't know about that? Yeah, the cleaver, it's pretty subtle that it about telling you, but yeah, the cleaver gets hidden bonus damage. It's been like they like tested it, and it does. If you read the thing at the bottom, it has become a symbol that and only grows in effectiveness the more grotesquely transformed the beast. So basically, I can't remember the exact results of how they tested it, but I'm pretty sure like the bigger the monster, or however, or maybe it was a health pool, or I don't know, but yeah, you get like a extra bonus, or like you get extra damage if you're fighting a beast, which is like 90% of the enemies in this game. So not bad, along with its awesome moveset, and like I said, how compact but how heavy it hits at the same time. It's perfect. Fucking perfect. And then I got the axe for when I need to deal with people from a distance. Saw spear. See, the saw spear, I don't hate, but the moveset is just different enough, and like these are not very helpful. I don't use this a lot, but it comes in handy, very handy with specific enemies. And the saw spear has that like wide swing that's almost like this, which is a decent move. I don't know. I just don't like it as much as the cleaver is really all I'm trying to say. Still a good weapon, but I just don't like it as much. Like, oh my god, I want big heal, not attacking. Stop that. You gotta be shitting me. There we go. Nice, it's been shot. See, the whirligig saw is really interesting to me. I just wish that its untransformed state was a little more diversified, I guess. I mean, you take off that chainsaw and all it is a big stick, which is fine. It's just I remember throwing all my gems on there and wasn't too impressed with the damage. But when it was transformed, it did great, but it was too slow for me. It was way too slow for me. Definitely a fun weapon to use, though. Oh. I don't know. Let's see. What didn't you hear? All I was saying was that this. I was talking about the saw. What was I talking about? The whirligig saw is what I meant. I was talking about saying that the whirligig saw is an awesome weapon. I didn't play around with it too much, but that's only because when I threw my gems on, I wasn't too impressed with the damage it did without the chainsaw head on it. So you take off, like you untransform it, and basically all it is a big stick, which would be fine if it did more damage, and if it was a little bit quicker with the attachment on. That's the two main issues I had with that weapon. But it's still a badass weapon. It just wasn't my favorite. See the church pick, oh the amygdala arm, that one is pretty crazy. I'm not, that's a gnarly ass weapon, man. But again, a little too slow for me. But to be fair, like I said, I haven't put in a bunch of time with those weapons, so it's not really fair for me to say that they're too slow, or that's just my initial reaction to them. Oh, good lord. this is not good. I don't remember how to get out of this scratch-free without, or coming from this direction. I was coming from the other direction. Prepared. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, like I said, the amygdala arm, like I was just saying, it's a gnarly weapon. It is really interesting, really cool, but again, like from my initial response to it, it's just a little too slow for my taste. And the church pick, I think I've literally only played around with like once, and I wasn't that impressed. But again, I didn't really. I'm just so in love with the cleaver, like, it's gonna take a lot of time with another weapon to, for it to even come close to how comfortable I am with the cleaver. The cleaver, I know when I'm doing good and I know when my timing's off and I know how to fix it. So even if I mess up or miss a dodge or miss an attack, I've got the cleaver's timing down just so second nature, like it doesn't matter. Like a mess up for me isn't deadly as it would be with like the whole. Let's say I was using like Ludwig's Holy Blade against Victor Amelia, I'd probably get my ass kicked like for 10 tries. You know what I mean? It'd be like fighting her for the first time all over again. Just because I don't. Where'd that pig go? The fudge. Where is he? Don't tell me he walked all the way. Up here. There's no way. Anyone see where the pig go? Oh, I hear him. There he is. A long run with church pick in its short mode. I don't even remember what the church pick short mode is, but when I get it, I'll check it out. How did that miss completely? I call BS. Like I said, it is a pretty interesting weapon. The last time I played around with it, it was just too heavy. Like, whenever I swung it, it felt like I was swinging like a sledgehammer, which is cool. But like I said, I've always liked the faster weapons in these games. Like even Dark Souls and Dark Souls, like never. No, that's not true actually. I used the Claymore, but even that's not like a super heavy greatsword. I mean, it's heavy, but it's not. You get my point. You get my point. It's heavy, but it's not like Foom Ultra greatsword heavy. Monster World. What's Monster World? You mean Monster Hunter? Ah, you douchebag. You know what? Just for that, I'm killing you. Well, see, the church pick is just a pick, right? And then it's when it transforms, the pick just comes off, or what? Like, I'm trying to remember, because like I said, I've only played around with it like maybe once, maybe twice. Well, yeah, I know the weapon you're talking about. I'm asking like when it's untransformed, when it's not in its pick form, what is it? Is it just a stick? You know what? It's okay. I can just Google it, I guess. If you can't remember, or you're not sure, I'll just. There we go. Gotta love Google, right? Okay, it's got a picture of. Yeah, so yeah, it just becomes like a little spear.
Welcome. Very well. Very. Welcome. What? Very well.
Chat delay? No. Oh, unless it was on your end, but no, I understood what you were saying. I'm still thinking, yeah, we were talking about the same thing. All I was saying was that, I was just Googling it for pictures instead of having you explain it, because it was just bugging me that I couldn't remember what it looked like. So nice. Alright, time to go fight the Shadows of Yharnam. Probably one of my least favorite fights in the game. Not just because it's not, well, I mean, it's a fun fight. All the fights are fun, but I don't know, this one just more feels like a hurdle, like a, I don't know, like a not a waste of time, but I don't know a better way to put that, so I'm just gonna say it kind of feels like a waste of time. But it is a fun fight. Well, did you like the Simon's Bowblade? What did you think of that? Because I was pretty damn unimpressed with Simon's Bowblade. I threw all my best gems on there because I thought it was like such a cool weapon, right? It's like the first actual ranged weapon in the game. I threw all my best gems on there, maxed it out, got to +10, and all my stats were you know, I mean, I had all the stats for the skill, or the whatever the hell it's called, the parameter bonus, all of them maxed out, and it like did piss poor damage. When you go in the DLC and if you fight Simon, like that motherfucking bow and arrow like will take you to half your health. That's the thing though, is I liked the bow. It just didn't. It's like the same as all the magic items. Like when the NPCs use them, it's like 3 times as damage. Does more, like 3 times as much damage as when we use it. and I never understood that. Like, if you put in the time and effort to get your arcane skill up that high to be able to use a call beyond, like, it should hit like it does in the game, but it just doesn't. Exactly. That's exactly right. It looks cool, but it's garbage. Which sucks, because, again, it's the first only really ranged weapon in the whole game, and it's a great concept, like, it's really unique, but it just doesn't do any good damage. Like, I don't understand why the fuck they wouldn't... And maybe they patched it since I left. I mean, the only time I ever really played them with the bow blade was, like, my very first time through the DLC. So maybe they've gave it a buff, who knows, but either way, I was pretty underwhelmed with that weapon. And I was excited to try it out too. As soon as I saw it in the trailer for the DLC, I was like, oh snap, we got some bow and arrow action going on. But no, that's not the case. Yeah, exactly. I mean, NPC throws it at you and almost kills you. But you use it and it like tickles them. Alright, boss time. Go fight your own. You're gonna get us killed. There it is. Bastard. Coming at me like Bruce Lee. Dude, why is he everyone fighting home guy? That's probably oh, I don't have any sedatives yet. Shit. Okay, I just better not get hit by the fucking fly. Oh my god. Bastard. Please don't fend him. Okay, that's not bad. How are you alive? I should have killed you. Oh, now you're... I've never seen you come over here. Ah, missed. Nice. Better than none. Oh my god. Alright, thanks, brother. Yeah, good talking to you too. We should play some Dark Souls or something. Or some Bloodborne shit when later on. You're getting Dark Souls Remastered, right? Of course you are, but I figured I'd double check just to make sure you're not totally crazy. Tell me you're getting Dark Souls Remastered. Oh, you know what? That means it's my last chance to get blood from what's her name and move that. I've heard that, but I don't know. Like, I saw someone shoot it and it died, and I tried it and it didn't work. And ever since then, I've just gone at it with my axe. So, explain that to me real quick. Would you just have to hit it on its head? Because I'm sure through all the runs I've done, I tagged it in the head at least once, and it didn't die automatically. Dude, Bloodborne is my favorite game. I hate to say it, but I like it more than Dark Souls. But it's the game that got me into the Souls series, so I think that makes sense, you know. It's the first Souls game I played. So it basically is like Dark Souls 1 to me. But Dark Souls 1 was, I mean, I was so into the series, I borrowed my Xbox back from my brother. I gave it to him and his kids. I borrowed it back so I could play it because I didn't have it on the PS4. But I've never really gotten a chance to really play it. So I am goddamn excited for that shit to come out, man. But yeah, Bloodborne is a better game. Well, I don't know if it's a better game, but in my opinion, I enjoy it more. But maybe that's only because the original Dark Souls, the best one, isn't on PS4. Maybe once Dark Souls 1 comes out, I'll enjoy it more than Bloodborne. Who the fuck knows? Because Bloodborne or Dark Souls is still new to me. See, I did it correctly. I did it backwards. So I got to know Bloodborne like the back of my hand and kept Dark Souls vague. So now when this comes out, it's like I'll be playing Dark Souls for the first time. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Oh, okay, so you just gotta like, you extended axe, so you just got that and tagged him in the head and it killed him, huh? Okay, I'll have to remember that. But see, that's the thing, is it's dangerous standing in front of him because he does that little swoop down thing where he like swings his head at you and almost kills you. See, I played
What is it?
Bloodborne, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1 on Xbox 360, and then I bought Dark Souls on my PC. Yeah, that version. It's terrible. I never played Demon Souls though. That one I've never played. See, I'm tempted to run to those 2 hunters that we were talking about earlier right now, but like I said, there's really no point because I'm gonna end up over there. Well, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I like the way I do it because that way I just let it takes me over there. But, you know, it just takes me there all by itself. I don't have to run there.
Welcome.
It's all good. I'm not too worried about him because he is pretty easy to fight, even if you don't hit him on the head. I mean, he saw me. All I did was keep switching sides on him, and he had no idea what to do. As long as you don't get hit tagged in the face by those fireballs, and even one of those, you're fine. As long as you don't get tagged in the face by both of those fireballs, you're fine. You just gotta stay on his sides and out of his puke. You'll be just, yeah, you'll be just fine. I had her in the corner last time. There it is. See, last time I found a really good spot. I had her, I think, cornered back here, and I was just swinging at her through this, and then whenever she'd pull out her magic, I'd just stand right here, and she couldn't get me. It was awesome. I better keep that on in case douchebag up top jumps on me. What is that? Oh, I thought it was like a windmill looking thing, but it's just decoration. Alright, let's go kill Rom, the vacuous spider. up, Ron? Oh, I hate that. And he drops 2 armies of spiders. Such bullshit. Like, how is that fair? Alright, Ron, you're almost done, bro. How's it feel? Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you, bro, you should, I know you wanna go play your new game, but, this is right at the part I was trying to explain to you, how I, take care of those 2 hunters. So, stay with me just for 5 minutes and I'll show you what I was talking about that whole time. So, I do Rom, I kill Rom, right? And then, they bring you to this spot for some reason. And then I run through, I light the lamp. Well, I'll just show you real quick. See? So, start here. All that stuff's behind me. Down. anyone else want to die? Alright. That bitch real quick. Or it's basically, yeah. Jump to here, get that second lamp lit, which I'm about to do. Obviously, you'll see, and then we'll end up the cathedral ward key. And then once you get to that second lamp, well, I'll just show you. I'm almost there. Alright. Now that that's done. Now I can finally show you what I was talking about. Just about. All I gotta do is grab my bolt paper and run to the other lamp. And then I can show you what I was trying to explain. Got my bolt paper. Alright. Put it down and do this thing. Okay, now I can show you what I was talking about. So, now I got this lamp lit. Head back. Never tried running down steps? I'm not sure what that means.
Welcome. Very well.
Can I level up? Ooh, twice. Nice. Almost 3 times. Wow. Yeah, those big steps, it took me a while to get the... Which it shouldn't have, because it's he does the same pattern every time, but there was a few runs there where I got caught in it, like every time. Why are you sitting down?
Let the echoes
Put
become your strength.
God, that's so annoying.
Let
1200.
welcome. Very well.
Okay.
Very
And I have enough to level up. Okay. So now I go back to the Cathedral Ward and then head around, and then I end up I can talk to Eileen because she's already on the steps. So if I want, I have access to that Hunter rune, which of course I'm not going to go for now. I don't go for that till I have like a +9 at least, but I have the option. And like I said, no backtracking. Like I can just I'm showing you how I take out those 2 hunters that we were talking about. And you were saying that you kill them at Hemwick or whatever you were saying, you know what I mean? And this is how I do it. Are you kidding? Get in my range. See, Eileen's right there. So if I want the Hunter rune early, I can get it right now if I wanted to. So I come down here, I kill these 2, and then I end up right back in the same spot, and then I let dude pick me up and take me to the lecture building. So I have that last already too. The other guy didn't see me, and I come up around, backstab other dude with the rifle spear. Then I kill this guy just because he's right here. Then I grab those twin shards we were talking about. So like I said, I just do it that way. I make just a big loop instead of backtracking. Get this guy away from my treasures. Yeah, I know. That one I just don't care about. No, I really don't even care about the one I did kill. Like I said, the only reason I kill him is Because it's literally, like, right there. And he's, like, there's no reason not to kill him. These guys, plenty of reason to kill both of them. See, and then I let this guy pick me up. You know what? Hold on. I've always wanted to try something. I doubt it's gonna work or do anything, but let's see what happens. Yeah, I know where he is, but like I said, that one only drops regular shards, and I just don't care. Because by the time it takes for me to run down the stairs and around in that little alley he's in, then the Nitrous guy basically gets you trapped in there, so it's just not worth it to me. Yeah, exactly. Well, wait, what are you talking about? Well, see, I guess that's what I'm saying, is it's not really ahead of time. Like, I get my +5 the same time you do. Like, I have a +5, by the time I get to like, before I get to Helmet, basically. Because I have at least a +6 and a +4, or a +5 and a +5, or whatever, by the time I fight Vicar, and I always fight Vicar after I do Helmik, so. And I do Helmik. Helmik's like pretty much the second area I do, besides Old Gunner. Like, I go to Helmik pretty damn early. I don't know what level. I know it's not a high level. I have a +5, let's see. Because I have a +2 by the time when I beat Gascoigne. Then I get all those shards in between Gascoigne and Old Yarnum and the beginning of Old Yarnum. So by the time I'm at the beginning of Old Yarnum, I have my cleaver and my axe to +3. Then I complete Old Yarnum. Go through the tunnel and open up the gate, run straight to Hemwick, grab the twin shards in between there and the ones that are right at the beginning, and go level up my cleaver. So yeah, I would say, yeah, I have a whatever, yeah, what did you say, a +5? Yeah, I'd say I have a +5 at, right around level 22, yeah. Oh my god, get off me. Fucking annoying. Oh my hell. Yeah. See, and that's cool, I guess, like, if, you know what I mean, but that's just not necessary. I don't know. But I guess just because I've run through that shit so many times. I just have my routine, and you know what I mean? I guess everyone has a routine, but... Okay, well that was my first death, really. So one more and this run's done. And I can't believe I died in here to these douchebags. I just wasn't paying enough attention. Which is the worst death. It's not when you're all focused and in an intense boss battle. And no, it's when you're not paying attention and someone slaps you. That's the worst death in these games. I basically let them kill me, so I just sat there in their sludge and slapped on instead of backing up and healing like I should have. It really is. Yeah, routine, especially in a game like this, where everything is so technical and everything is so, you know, placed just right, you know what I mean? Like, you deal with it how you want to deal with it, which is why everyone loves these games, but... No, I'm not restarting. I should restart, but I'm not going to. Like I said, my record is 2 deaths for a game. That was technically my first. So yeah, if I die one more time, then yeah, I'm done. And this still, even if I don't die anymore, this still wouldn't be a no death run, but it'll be a new personal record. I'll only die once instead of twice, and that's not bad. And this is my least favorite area in the whole game, for obvious reasons, so I am gonna do this, but not right now. Alright, buddy. Take care. Nice talking to you. I hope you like that new game. What's it called? Monster Hunter? I'll have to check that out. Oh wow, that looks pretty cool, actually.
Welcome. Very well. Welcome.
So what is it? Is it like a open? It's an open world RPG, right? Kind of like The Witcher.
Farewell.
It looks like, at least from just the pictures I just googled. Is it like a shooter? I might go buy that shit, dude. Is it like what is it, like Far Cry? Is it like Diablo? I don't know, man. It doesn't, I mean, not top down like Diablo, but I mean, are you fighting like monsters like, you know what I'm saying? You know what, it's okay, I can just look up some gameplay footage, but I just can't right now, obviously. And I just want to know more about that game. Because the pictures reminds me of almost like Dragon Age. And that's a good ass game. Or even like a little bit like Dark Souls, like maybe not the gameplay, but some of the pictures I saw. Okay, oh, 60. You know what? Do I want to do Canehurst? Or do I want to beat Yargle? You know what? I'll probably end up finishing Yargle before I do anything. Before I do anything fun. So I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna cut it here. Thanks for watching, guys. I will be back, I promise. I'm just gonna take a break. So I'll catch you later.